Welcome back to the series 101 Reasons to Forgive. This is day 74, and we are prepared to share with you the 74th reason why forgiveness is important. Forgiveness prevents emotional burnout. Forgiveness prevents emotional burnout. I don't know about you, but emotional burnout is a draining experience. Emotional burnout is being in a physical, emotional, and mental state of exhaustion, often caused by prolonged strain and stress. Emotional burnout often leads to feelings of exhaustion, feelings of being overwhelmed, emotionally drained, and a sense of being unable to meet regular, everyday demands. It's almost as if you are shackled by your own self in your own self for reasons that are unexplainable to you. Emotional burnout is significantly different from regular stress because it's an accumulation of conflicting, disrupting, and unpredictable emotions rushing through. And sometimes, though we manage them for a short period of time, if they are left unchecked, they can significantly impact our mental, our physical, and I often enjoy saying, because I'm proving it to be true, your spiritual health as well, because the body is just one unit. The application of forgiveness can help us manage emotional burnout. Forgiveness motivates us to reassess and reset the expectations that we have, which often lead to emotional burnout because of attachment to experiences, to values, to goals, to aspirations that we share with people to whom we are attached. As we spend time with people, over time we develop meaningful connections, we develop meaningful bonds. We begin to internalize those experiences. We share with them time, emotions. We sometimes we attach ourselves to them, to the places that we shared together, to the places that we went together, the experiences that we had. If the experiences were negative, you can possibly let go and move on and do something else. But that is often if you have identified how negatively impacting those experiences were on your emotional, physical, and spiritual health. In cases where we may not have attached negativity or negative interpretations to those experiences, we may not be so willing to detach ourselves or to unclip ourselves to move on from those experiences. In some cases, there may be need for psychological help, emotional help, so that we can move on. On the other hand, if the experiences were in sync with our values, with expectations that we had, if we had attached significant meaning and importance to those experiences, the relationships over the years, it is going to be a lot more difficult to detach ourselves because of the emotional bond, because of the experiences, because of the attachments, the memories associated with those experiences. Particularly if expectations were formed during those experiences and will often verbalize expectations that we hope to meet. If we met those expectations over time, we may move on. If we did not, we may not be able to move on. Sometimes the expectations are verbalized, sometimes they are not verbalized. Sometimes we remain mute about them, hoping that they can be understood by those persons involved. Sometimes we are verbal about those expectations, and the bonding continues to be formed, and the bonding continues to build and keep those memories, those expectations alive. Oftentimes we find ourselves relishing those memories. Letting go becomes difficult. Forgiving ourselves, particularly in the negative experiences, forgiving ourselves and forgiving those involved allows us the possibility, allows us the motivation to move on, allows us the motivation to rethink, to reassess, and to reset. It allows us to, forgiveness allows us to be authentic with our emotions. Forgiveness allows us to be authentic with our values, to be authentic with ourselves, to express happiness, dissatisfaction, express satisfaction, express accountability, express our decisions where we feel we need to move on. In other words, forgiveness allows us the emotional freedom, the liberty to so express ourselves about the experiences, to so locate ourselves in those experiences, and to extract from them that which is able to propel us forward, that which is able to keep us moving on positively. But it does not come unless there is a reassessing and a resetting. If there is going to be a moving on, there is need for a reassessing and a resetting. Forgiveness makes it possible. Unless that is done, you will at some point experience emotional burnout. Unless there is a reassessment and a resetting, you will experience emotional burnout. Reassessing to find out the importance, the level of importance. Resetting to know what can be used, just as when we looked at decluttering, what can be used, what is valuable for the future, and a moving away from that which is no longer important, valuable for the projection that you now have. It takes that deep internal vibration to appreciate the difference that is needed if you're going to move on, if you're going to be different. Forgiveness makes it possible. Forgiveness first to self before you can extend forgiveness to others. Reassessing and resetting if there's a moving on. Forgiveness makes it possible. Thank you for stopping by today. Affirm with me that you will intentionally conduct a resetting as you seek to move forward. If you do like the content of our video, go ahead and touch the like button and also subscribe to our channel so that you will be part of our journey, part of our experiences